After that big time performance on Monday Night Football by Bijan Robinson, it's been having an NFL community talking about the best running back in the league in 2025 so far. So we here to break it all down. But we got some categories to go over. First of all, we got to talk about receiving, catching the ball out of the backfield. But not only catching the ball out of the backfield, breaking tackles. Can you make somebody miss in the open field? Also, we got to talk about rushing. Are you a home run hitter? Are you a power back? Are you a finesse back? Can you do it all? Can you take it to the house? But not only that, we got to talk about pass pro. Can you protect your quarterback when it's time for you to protect your quarterback? And also, for the fantasy lovers, your fantasy points. So one thing that I'm high on when it comes down to running backs is, can you rush the ball and can you catch the ball? Can you make somebody miss in the open field, and can you hit your head on the goalpost from anywhere? Pass pro is not really high on my list, but it is necessary. Are you an all 3 down back? Do you come off the field? This is why Derrick Henry won't be on this list. So all the people that's saying, I can see it now in the comments, where's Derrick Henry? Where's Derrick Henry? He does not play all 3 downs. I'm sorry. He rarely catches the ball out of the backfield. Is he explosive? Can he make, big runs and hit his head on the goalpost from anywhere? Yes. But also, as of late, Lamar Jackson has made it a lot more easier for him to run the ball. But anyway, I want to break down first Bijan Robinson, since I think he's the best back in the league, even though his touchdowns won't showcase that. The fact that he catches the ball out of the backfield, the fact that he runs the ball out of the backfield, the fact that he has big play potential every time he touches the ball, the fact that he can score from anywhere, the fact that you have to game plan for him. To me, he is the best back in football right now. I'm not talking about last year. I'm not talking about the entire 2025 season. I'm talking about as of the last 6 games. To me, he is the best back in football. So now let's look at his stats. Games played, he played 5 games. Rushing attempts, 83. Rushing yards, 484. Rushing touchdowns, 2. Rushing receptions, 24. Receiving yards, 338. Receiving touchdowns, 1. He has no turnovers. He's averaging 5.8 yards per carry and 14.1 yards per reception. He's 3rd in the league in rushing yards. So what boxes does Bijan Robinson fill when it comes down to the running back position? Okay, so we got to look at rushing. Can he rush the ball? Yes. Can he run past somebody? Yes. Can he run over somebody? Yes. Can he make somebody miss in the open field? Yes. Can he score from anywhere on the field? Yes. Receiving, can he catch the ball out the backfield? Yes. Can he run routes as a receiver? Yes. Can he pass pro? Yes. He is the complete back. He only comes off the field if he doesn't run that series, because if it's his series to run, he's on the field 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. He rarely fumbles the ball, even though I think he did have a fumble last night. But anyway, as of right now, it's not about the touchdowns with Bijan. It's about the production. It's about the yards from scrimmage. He's averaging almost 200 yards from scrimmage. That means that every time he touches the ball, it's a positive play, whether he's catching it or running it. But let's go look at Jonathan Taylor, and then we're going to break him down, and we'll see that, Jonathan Taylor has a case of being the best back in the NFL right now as well. When it comes down to Jonathan Taylor, if you want to say he's the best back in the league, I really can't argue with you. Me personally, though, I'm going to take Bijan because I think he got a little bit more wiggle to his game. I think he's a little bit more explosive, a little bit more faster. But complete back, Jonathan Taylor is right on that list. Now, he can rush the ball. He can run you over with power. He can run past you. He got a little bit of a wiggle in the open field, but not as much as Bijan. He can catch the ball out the backfield, pass pro. He's a 3 down back. Like, if it wasn't for him missing that one season, like, he's up there. Like, he's borderline best back in the league for a while now. Like, he's in the record books. He has a lot of rushing yards, a lot of receiving yards. This year alone, He has transformed that Indianapolis Colts offense. He has helped out Daniel Jones so much. We all know how much the running game means to Daniel Jones. So in that department. But let's break down this game and let's see, you know what I'm saying, why I feel like he's second to Bijan. So when we break down Jonathan Taylor in the 2025 season, you got to look at it like this. He has 6 games played, 115 rushing attempts, 603 rushing yards, which leads the NFL right now in rushing yards. He has 7 rushing touchdowns. Like I said, he has been getting into the end zone. He had that 1-3 touchdown game against the Raiders as well. Then you have the 20 receptions. He's not as much as a receiving back as Bijan. He has 147 rushing yards and 147 receiving yards, and then on top of that, he has 1 receiving touchdown. He averages 5.2 yards per rush. He averages 7.3 receptions. He hasn't fumbled. He hasn't turned the ball over. And like I said before, he leads the NFL in rushing yards. Now, if you want to say he's the best right now, I can't argue because he has the touchdowns to back it up and he has the rushing yards to back it up. But it's not all the way a complete back. The receiving yards is just not there. The receiving receptions is just not there. Not to say he can't do it, but as we've seen, Bijan has done it all. When it comes, only thing that Bijan doesn't have that Jonathan Taylor does have is the touchdowns. So, if we got to break down all 5 parts of Jonathan Taylor's game, is he elite at rushing the ball? Of course. He's probably above average in the receiving game. Maybe not really catching the ball, but more so the yak yardage. Well, I done seen Jonathan Taylor take a screen to the house, so he can definitely receive the ball. Explosiveness and the ability to hit his head on a goalpost from anywhere, of course. What else do you want to throw out there? Pass protection. He's a 3 down back. He can pass protect it. If it's 3rd and longer, he needs to chin check a guy, chin check a linebacker or a safety or a DB that's coming in from blitzing. He can do that. Like I said, fantasy points. He's going to put up fantasy points, touchdowns, receiving yards, rushing yards, the whole kit and caboodle. Like I said, if your argument is Jonathan Taylor, no argument here. You got me. Like, he can go number 1, he can go number 2. It's all preference at this point. Next up, Christian McCaffrey, white chocolate. Yeah. Now, when it comes down to Christian McCaffrey, only reason why he's not higher is because of his injury prone. He's injury prone. It's just that's the only thing. You don't know what you're going to get, if it's the hamstring, if it's a toe, if it's a shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just not as durable as the last 2 backs that I named previously. But like, when it comes down to his play, oh my God, like inside zone, outside zone, you can line him out wide. He can catch the ball out the backfield. You can line him up as a receiver. He can take direct snaps. Christian McCaffrey does it all for the 49ers. Even if they don't have a receiver, they have a possibility of winning that game because he can win them the game. And he was a runner-up for the MVP, like Offensive Player of the Year, all of those things, bro. So like, when it comes down to Christian McCaffrey, the only knock on him is health. But if he's healthy, he's one of the best. So when it comes down to Christian McCaffrey, he has played 6 games, rushing attempts 108, rushing yards 336, rushing touchdowns 1. Touchdowns are down this year for Christian McCaffrey. He is a touchdown machine when everything is going how it's supposed to go. Receiving receptions 46, that's one of the highest in the league right now. And I want to say receiving yards 444. He has 3 receiving touchdowns and he's fumbled once, but he hasn't lost a fumble. He is also ranked 3rd in fantasy points per game among running backs. So when it comes down to Christian McCaffrey, he's going to be a godsend in fantasy. If you want a fantasy running back, Christian McCaffrey is the guy to do it because he's going to put up receiving yards, he's going to put up receptions, he's going to put up rushing yards, he's going to have the attempts. Now, the only thing, like I said before, that's tricky about Christian McCaffrey from a fantasy point perspective is you don't know if he's going to play or not. you don't know if he's going to be injured. Like a hammy for Christian McCaffrey, he's out damn near the whole season. But like just pure running back skills, like he comes second to none. He can do everything Bijan can do. He can do everything Jonathan Taylor can do. He can do anything on the football field. We have seen that from Christian McCaffrey. And like I said, the reason why I'm putting him third is because we've seen after season that if he's nicked up, he's really injured. So that's the only knock that I have on Christian McCaffrey. But like, man, if you fantasy, prize picks, underdog, FanDuel, DraftKings, and he's playing and he's healthy, for sure, Christian McCaffrey. And y'all know I had to put some type of power back on this list. But I kind of know how some running backs feel when they talk about being called a power back. But Josh Jacobs, like, he runs behind his pads, bro. Like, I'm talking about physical. From his Raiders days to the Packers now. Now, he has the ability to run away from you. He has the ability to take it to the house. But it's not as common as these other backs that you have seen before on this list. But when it comes down to Josh Jacobs, if it's at the goal line, he's going to get the touchdown. If it's for a first down, he's going to get the first down. If you need some tough yardage, he's going to give you tough yardage. Can he catch the ball out the backfield? Yes. But they don't throw it to him as often as these other backs. He's not counted on to do some of those things that the other backs are counted on to do because they need that in their offense. Green Bay doesn't need that in their offense. They just need him to help out during the running game. But he's an added dimension when it comes down to the passing game. But him just running behind his pads, making guys miss, running over defenders, I'm telling you, bruh. He's a load to get on the ground, and it's kind of disrespectful to call him a power back because he does so much more, but I had to put somebody like that on this list. So now we got Josh Jacobs. He has played 5 games, rushing attempts 98, rushing yards 359, rushing touchdowns 6. That's legit right there for the fantasy users. Receptions 15. Like I told you, they don't throw him the ball a lot. Receiving yards 176. He's more of a rushing type of back, more of a power type of back. He has no receiving touchdowns at all. 1 fumble, but it wasn't lost. Jacob has played in 5 games as of October 14, 2025, was averaging 3.7 yards per rush. He ranks 5th in the league in rushing attempts and 2nd in rushing touchdowns. Also, he has a 20.9 fantasy point per game. So that's why I said, like, when it comes down to certain backs, if you don't do it all, then it's hard for me to rank you higher than the other. That's just my preference. I like my backs to be able to do it all, whether it's rushing, whether it's receiving, whether it's getting touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? You just have to do it all. And Jacobs he's a great back. He's a great back for Green Bay. But it's just that they have a passing game over there to where though they don't need to get him involved. They do sometimes, but they don't need it. Like San Fran with Christian McCaffrey, they need him to be involved in the passing game. When it comes down to Atlanta, they need Bijan to be a part of the passing game. Jonathan Taylor, not so much. You feel what I'm saying? Also, I will say this. There's not another back over there in Green Bay that they have to worry about. He is the sole back. So he's a 3-down back. He gets a majority of the reps. Like, he is a workhorse. That's one thing I will say about Jonathan Taylor and Josh Jacobs is they are workhorses. You can't really spell. You have a spell back, but you don't really, you know what I'm saying? You don't really know who they are for real. When it comes down to Bijan, he has a good spell back over there in Atlanta, but these guys right here are workhorses. It's just that he excels at rushing the ball. He doesn't really excel at receiving. Like, if you was to throw him a screen, he's less likely to take it to the crib than a Bijan or a Jonathan Taylor. So that's what he falls short at, or even a Christian McCaffrey. So last but not least, on my top 5 list so far in the NFL 2025, best running backs is Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, some of y'all might have him at 1. Some of y'all might not think he's better than Bijan. To me, I feel like Bijan's a complete back. He can run inside the tackle, outside the tackles, catch the ball, all these type things. And so can Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs actually I think he's faster than Bijan. It's just that what I hold against Jahmyr that these other backs in front of him don't have is a David Montgomery. That's all that simple. Like, the spell back for these other backs is not as good as David Montgomery. David Montgomery can start somewhere else in the NFL and be 1,000-yard back. These other guys don't have that. So that gives Jameer a chance to, you know what I'm saying, basically take a rest, and he don't have to do this and don't have to do that, and they can game plan for him to be an outside back. He doesn't really have to run between the tackle all the time. Like, that's not the case with Christian. That's not the case with Bijan. That's not the case with Jonathan. Like, especially not the case with Josh Jacobs. They have to run inside and outside. They have to do all the things that it takes to be a bell cow back. Jahmyr Gibbs doesn't have to do that, but what he does have is the ability to, anytime he touched the ball, it can go for 6. From a catch, from a rush, inside, outside, whatever the case may be. If he touched the ball and he got a lane, you could damn near count it as 6. So let's hop into his stats. Looking at his stats, he has played 6 games. Rushing attempts 87, rushing yards 390, rushing touchdowns 4, receiving receptions 23, receiving yards 112, receiving touchdowns 1. He has an average of 4.5 yards per rush, 4.9 yards per reception. He has 5 total touchdowns. He's 12th in rushing yards. He's 14th in rushing attempts. Like I said, he splits carries with David Montgomery. So him splitting carries with him is going to be a whole lot different from these other backs that's ahead of him splitting carries with their counterparts. David Montgomery can go somewhere else in the NFL and be a starter and average over 1,000 yards per season if he wanted to. But that Sonic and Knuckles tandem, it works well in Detroit. That's why I had to put him behind certain backs, because a lot of backs don't have that. That's like being a running back in the NFL, the punishment you take. Having that other back that's like David Montgomery is a godsend, because you can come in there and do your thing, and you can actually do the plays you like to do. You don't have to do everything that a bell cow back has to do, which is running inside, outside, pass pro, all these other type of things. You feel what I'm saying? When it comes down to Jahmyr Gibbs, they can always game plan for the things he does well, and not the overall skill of being a running back. You feel what I'm saying? But him having only 87 attempts, rushing attempts, and having 390 yards says it for itself. Like, he is explosive. He has the ability to take it to the house from anywhere. He's electric. We've all seen it. But like I said, man, like, I would like for him to get that opportunity to be a bell cow back, for him to prove it to the NFL. You feel what I'm saying? Not just be this fast guy, but it's yet to be seen. But if you like the video, man, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below if you like the list, or if you think other people should be on the list. This is only the top 5, not the top 10. I didn't want to make that long of a video, but please, man, support the channel, support the video. Y'all know what it is, man. If y'all want me to do the quarterbacks, I'll do the quarterbacks, depending on how well this video does. If y'all want me to do wide receivers, I'll do that as well, depending on how well this video does. But all in all, please, man, love y'all. God bless. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.